Good morning, guys. It's Sunshine, and this is my breakfast with my homemade biscuits. And let me just tell you guys, I'm not a big bread eater. I am not a big bread eater. But I wanted to try these two ingredient biscuits from Sherry over at Black Tropical Homestead that she shared on her channel. So I gave them a try, and let me tell you, I'm gonna be fat. It's a no-brainer. I'm gonna be fat because these biscuits are so damn good. Like, I'm not a big bread eater, but I threw some of this apple jelly on here, and you guys, I had to do a video on it. So just watch the video, and you'll see what I'm talking about. They were so easy to make, and they were so freaking good. So yeah, I'm gonna let the video roll. Okay, Sherry, this is for you. Your two ingredient biscuits. Gonna start with my self-rising flour, 2 cups. That's one. Yeah, I've never made homemade biscuits before. I'm a country girl. I love to cook, but this is one thing that has always intimidated me, baking, and especially biscuits. So I'm gonna give it a try. 2 ingredients. That can't be too hard, right? That's what Sherry said from Black Tropical Homestead. So we're gonna give her recipe a try. 2 cups self-rising flour, 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. So there's the flour. Here's the whipping cream. Let me get my measuring cup. I think this is about 1.5 cups itself, so we're gonna see. It's a cup. And I know this is a dry measuring cup, but it's about the same. Okay. And I know I'm supposed to do this with my hands, but I'm going to start off with a spoon. I'll mix this together. Mix it, mix it, mix it. Mix it. Okay, guess I better get into it with my hands now. I guess that heavy whipping cream keeps it from being dry. So I know I can add a little bit more flour. And I just keep folding it in. Hope I'm doing this right. Folding them in. I know that's just from watching people make them. Ugh, I hate when it sticks to my hands. Keep folding the flour in. Okay, and now that I have it all folded in, I can take it out of my bowl and put it onto my parchment paper. Sorry, I'm trying to get it all, y'all. Get it all out of this bowl. Okay. So far, so good. Put a little flour on my parchment paper here. so it won't stick. I'm going to roll it, knead it, whatever you want to call it. Uh-oh. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kneading it in. Spread my flour. Okay, and I'm gonna roll it out enough for me to be able to cut it. Trying to use it without a rolling pin. So I'm gonna get a cup. Give me a second. Put a little flour on my cup. Yeah, we're being old school, y'all. This is just in case you ain't got a rolling pin at home. Can use something like a cup, a jar, mason jar, whatever you got. And she says in her video, you can make these as thick as you want. So I think I'm gonna stop right there. And I'm using my little dish here as a biscuit cutter. I'll start on the edge. Push down. Have my biscuit. Let me spray my pan. She used some Baker's Joy, and I have some Baker's Joy, so I'm going to use the same thing. Cooking mine in a pie dish. Go ahead and give that a spray. And my biscuit thick enough. Yeah, we're going to go with that. I think I want mine thicker than this now that I think about it. I think I want them about that thick. So I'm going to push those two together. How about that? We'll have flaky biscuits. The kind you could pull apart. So far, so good, you guys. It doesn't seem too hard. Look at you, Sherry, turning me into a baker from scratch with that. Ooh, I'm doing something, girl. I am doing something. Okay, so now I just put it back together. Knead it out again. Put it back together in a roll, I guess is what you want to call it. In a ball. Roll it again in a little bit more flour. Put a little bit more flour on my parchment paper. This is just so it don't stick, guys. Don't like for it to stick. Roll my cup in a little flour. Flatten that bad boy back out. Look at me, I'm sounding like I know what I'm doing. Try to get it to the same thickness as I had it before. See if I can get a couple of more out of here. I like it, y'all. Trying to get just 4 biscuits this morning for me and my hubby. Me and old spoon. See, when I get good at this, then I can make more. But it's just testing it out this morning. Just testing it out. Okay, they already starting to rise a little bit. Okay, so we got 4 biscuits. Yay! Y'all see that? I made some biscuits, y'all. I made some biscuits, Sherry. All right, so in the oven, they're gonna go. So, 400 degrees, here they come. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting on my biscuits, I'm gonna have my coffee. Yes, I like more cream than coffee, sometimes. Okay, you guys just don't know. I'm so excited to be making these biscuits homemade from scratch. That's like a big deal for me with baking, because I've always wanted to learn how to bake biscuits from scratch, and that's one thing that I never picked up on. And of course, you can Google everything these days, but it's even better when you can get a recipe from a friend or a family member. So, quick recipe, quickest for me. So, I can't wait to see how these turn out. Ooh, look how those biscuits came out, y'all. Buttering them up with some honey butter. Got some more in the oven. Thank you, Sherry. So thank you again, Sherry. This is breakfast on the homestead today. Spoon will be very happy with homemade biscuits and bacon and his sunny side up eggs. Thanks again for the homemade recipe, or the from scratch recipe of the 2 ingredient biscuits. So I know you guys are probably tired of us mentioning Black's Tropical Homestead in our videos, but they're friends of ours, so we're probably going to be mentioning them a lot. And I'm happy to be serving this breakfast this morning, and I know he's going to like it. So good morning to you guys, and happy gardening from Spoonin' with Sunshine Homestead.